Hi friends, this is Helen here at Helenistique. I have to update you on some of the planners that I have been using in the month of October. Now, October has been an amazing month for me in terms of discovery and a lot of research and learning new things. But in the same sense, a lot of things have changed during the month of October in the way how I use my functional planning. So I wanted to give you an update as to what I'm doing, and on the next video, dissect how I've been using my planners to really take control of my time. I have 3 different planners here right now in front of me. Hobonichi Weeks has been, as you know, it's just like my thing, right? It's something that I always have with me since, what was it, like 2020, 2021. I've just loved this planner. I added some more new stickies that I purchased at H Mart. They have a little stationery section, you guys, and I love it. So this is where I jot down my weight every time it changes or every time I feel like it. So there's no real big deal with that. Going into the month of, let's flip through these real quick. For the most part, I think I'm gonna keep with the way I plan. I do have a cleaning service and our pool service, and then now I have my lawn service as well, which I will dot in green. My lawn will be green, right? Grass is green, pool is blue, and cleaning to me is like yellow. I don't know why. I check it. That means I paid them. So it kind of helps me to keep control of that, because I don't ever want to owe these people that work really hard, and they help me to keep my house clean. When I set this up, I will have those 3 clean color dots, or in my case, I ordered this on Amazon. This is like, I guess like a wannabe of the clean color dot, and it had the colors that I wanted, and it was much cheaper, so I just bought it, and it's okay. Like, I don't see the difference. It's not like you use it so much. You see the difference. Okay, so I have that. And then outside of that, these are all events and or things that I want to remember. Going into September, I went back to using the way I always use it. I always have the schedule on one side, and then I have all the things to do on one side. But then I started journaling at the same time. So I was journaling a little bit, and then just whatever I needed. I kind of felt like I was really free to do whatever I wanted in my own planner that I pay for. So it took me years to figure that one out, but I did. And I love it. And then also in the back, I haven't been using these back pages at all. I just randomly use it sometimes when this planner is with me and I'm traveling, or I am out somewhere and I have this planner with me. That's when I do journal. I don't know if you recall some of my videos in my Hobonichi Weeks. The reason why this was used so much and loved so much was because I would carry this in as my wallet. So I would have all my driver's license and all my cards that I regularly use here, and then I would have my cash tucked away in here. And so it used to be kind of like my carrying wallet. Now, because I am not traveling so much and I have been home working for the most part, and when I do go out, to drive kids around, it doesn't require a whole planner to come with me. So I have been using my key fob, my Louis Vuitton key fob, which I can show you in the next run, but with my key, and that's it. And so I haven't been carrying this baby around, and since then I realized I'm not using it as much, and I feel like sometimes I just force myself to use it, which I don't need to. So I have had this kind of tucked away for a minute for the last week or 2. Then we've got B6 yearly notebook from Papertess Designs. You guys, she has launched her next year's yearly notebook, B6. I don't know if she sold out or what, but as soon as she launched it, I just purchased 2 of her books. I will do a giveaway on my channel here on one of them. I've got a drummer next room, so don't mind the drumming if you guys do end up hearing it. Okay, so Papertess Design, I love it, and I'll tell you guys why I love it so much, okay? This book, I know it's kind of chunky and whatnot. Now, it got all dirty from this notebook. I think this is Vanderspec, custom designed, and I think the dye in here or something got to it, and it just, look how it looks. Now, at first I kind of minded it. I was like, oh no, like I can never use this planner. I'm one of those type of people. If there's like a little scratch, I won't go back to it. But in my case, I ended up loving it even more. I felt like towards the end of the year, as this got chunkier and chunkier, and it was harder to write on the back pages, I felt like so good about it for some reason. I felt like I did all this, you know, all this happened, all these memories happened, all this hard work happened, and it just felt really good to flip through like this every time I opened my planner. So I did really full time go back into this planner, and I tried multiple things to see how I would be using it next year, because you know that's what we do, right? We're just planner addicts, and this is what we do. But I really, for the most part, love the way I used it. You guys, I have a video of this. I just loved how I used it. I just did so many different things to it. I did journaling in here, I did planning in here, I did, you know, memory keep in here. This was a lot of functional space for me, the monthlies. And then the weeklies, again, a lot of functional space. And then got to somewhere in the middle of the month, the year. Again, this Q2 and Q3 was when I was traveling extensively. So I then picked it back up somewhere in Q3 and tried to go back to it. Again, I kind of failed because my personal rings was doing so good for me. And then again, September, I was just in and out. October came around, I was starting to track down all the different subscriptions we had, the useless and the good, and trying to see if we can minimalize a little bit, because I feel like we have every single subscription that you can have in the United States. That's how I feel. And so I was working on those. I was like really tracking those down. And then I got to a certain time. Somewhere in October, I discovered this method of doing it. This is like a Korean planner, if you will, and I will give you guys an extensive planner walkthrough, whatnot, of that Korean planner, because I did purchase one. I purchased actually 5 of them. So I am going to do a little walkthrough of how I'm going to use it in 2024. But I started to kind of play around with the thought of using that planner and what would it do for me. And this is kind of the concept, right? The concept is basically you write all your tasks on the left. Then there's like a timer, right? There's like, it goes from like 3 a.m. to 2 a.m. And then you track your time by every 10 minutes. So there's 6 slots, so it equals 60 minutes. And you basically track down minute by minute what you're doing. And it's kind of easy in the sense because it's every 10 minutes. So it's like right now it's 2:04 p.m. Then I would go here and it's just like around 2, right? Because it's every 10-minute block. So from 2 to whatever, I'm recording a video for YouTube, right? And you would just track your time. And then the bottom part is where you do kind of your own feedback for the day. Based upon your productivity and whatever else, right, that you want to. And I was starting to do this and I realized that like here I was writing, time tracking is making me very mindful of using my time wisely. Whereas before I was more eased with wasting time. I can't even read my own writing, and then you would kind of write down your problem, but what problem did you see? And then you would write your problem down, and then you would do a try, which is, you know, like what can you try tomorrow? So that is what is happening in here. And then we've got the Hobonichi cousin, which you guys know I jumped back into just several months ago, just because I wanted to get a feel for how I would be using it next year. And if I was not, right, like what is happening? Because I did purchase a Han A5 for next year, and if I'm not going to use it, I'd rather do a giveaway or, you know, gift it to a friend rather than just, you know, holding it and just not using it and thinking I'm going to use it and just waste all the pages again. This is my original Hobonichi cousin that I started with in 2023. This is actually the one that you guys will see. And then I switched into this one. This one happens to be a Hobonichi cousin that I gifted to my daughter, who is 20 right now. She actually was starting to use it, and then she never really got into it. And I get it, because we all struggle with this particular planner. I think most of us do. Some people just have it all down. And so what I did was then I started to kind of play around with my layout, what I would do. What do I really want to track in here, right? And I decided I was going to track all the new things that I purchased. And then I have Amazon sticker there. Don't mind that. It's everything else as well. But everything that I ordered and spent money on, I want to be able to see month by month, like what did I purchase this month, right? And then I was thinking of doing kind of a rundown of big stuff, tasks that I had to do during this month. Again, this is going to be a memory keep situation for me. So I was thinking that, but I decided I am not going to do tasks related stuff here, because as a memory keep, I don't really need to know the tasks that I got done that month. Because those are all in my functional planners, right? So what I am going to do for this, because it's not going to be a functional situation, it's going to be my fun, creative type of notebook. I decided whatever I want to remember is what's going to go here. So what I ordered is going to go here. And right now, my thoughts are what else I want to know each month would be like some big things, right, that happened during that month. Now, in my weeklies, I started to kind of play around with it again, my creative side, my fun side, my sticker, my like being a kid again side, whatever. And again, here, the tasks are going to go away. I want to record what did I watch? What did I read? What was my favorite products? What did I purchase? Like that kind of stuff is going to go here. And then how I spent my time and what I want to remember during this time, right? I decided not to do functional. I am going to blur out these next several pages, you guys, because they have a lot of journaling. And this is going to be a journal for me. I'm back here. Other than that, thank you so much for coming through, watching the whole video, if you're still here, and being interested. And I wish you all the luck as you start creating your own way of planning and figuring out what works and what doesn't work, and what planners you're planning on using in the coming year. Don't forget that the year is not done yet, that you still have the next 2 months to play with. And when I say play with, that means like live your life, right? Do your things, get your things done. Don't wait 2 months, to feel like, oh, it's a new year, I'm going to set my intentions on January 1st. No, do it now. If you're planning on doing something, do it today. And don't wait until January 1st. So figure it out now. Every day is a new day, and every day is a new opportunity to do things differently and do things better, applying yourself of how you're doing things today. So don't forget those little things every single day to just like reward yourself with a good job, Helen, right? Good job. So that's what I have for you guys today. Thanks for visiting, and I will see you in the next video.